Good, happy Saturday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, more than 7,000 expected to crisscross New Hampshire this holiday weekend. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Jennifer Crompton.
The furniture industry has changed a lot since Ippolito's Furniture opened 40 years ago.
While other stores have pushed aside American-made products in favor of cheaper imports,
At Ippolito's, we vowed to fill our store with quality furniture made in the USA. Now close to 90% of our furniture is American-made.
our showrooms are larger, brighter, and easier to shop.
And our new website is even better than before.
Progress. It's what's made America.
And Ippolito's Furniture. Ippolito'sFurniture.com.
Well, it is projected to be New Hampshire's third busiest weekend of the year, with more than 700,000 people expected to travel up here just for this weekend. And business owners we spoke to are already preparing for a lot of people to visit.
What kind of almond bark? Dark milk or...
Business owners preparing for what's expected to be a fantastic weekend for the state's economy.
Everybody's just coming into town, and tomorrow if you come see me, you're going to see all kinds of kids running around, adults running around, and it's going to be another great weekend.
Victor Nicola owns Lee's Candy Kitchen at the Mills Falls Shops in Meredith. And when the peepers pass through town, he can always expect a spike in business.
The holiday weekends, the long weekends, just kick it up that extra notch.
Many people make this an annual tradition. For the Regis family from Massachusetts, they make plenty of treks up to their vacation home in Moultonborough, but this weekend is a must.
Area, it's beautiful. It's a great place to bring your kids and do what I did when I was a kid.
Plenty of people here ready to enjoy the weekend and businesses ready to cater to them.
You got the foliage, you know, if it's warm enough weather, you go to the lake still. So it's just a beautiful area to be in.
And while it is expected to be a very busy Columbus Day weekend, it's also expected to be a major fall overall for the state, with nearly 10 million people expected to visit. In Meredith tonight, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, that was Charisse LeClaire reporting a busy weekend ahead of us. Two state reps worry for safety after hate-filled notes found. Let's take a listen to this video from NBC Boston.
Say they are worried for their family and neighbors after getting two hate-filled handwritten notes in their mailboxes. And now investigators are trying to figure out who actually sent them. Our Catherine Underwood is live now in Epping with the very latest. Catherine?
Well, Chris, we spoke with one of those representatives, and he says a personal threat is one thing, but when you bring his children into the mix, that's crossing a serious line. This is the postcard that landed in Representative Sean Morrison's Epping mailbox a couple days ago. A handwritten note saying, quote, "I hope your kid blows a big hole in his head with your gun. Cull the gene pool of you NRA vermin." Morrison declined an on-camera interview Friday, but told us over the phone, "A threat like this is why I believe in the Second Amendment." Nearby residents James and Samantha Lavoie feel the same way.
That's exactly why I carry a gun, because for the safety of my family, myself, my son.
Our world is going into a really scary place, and it makes me worry about his future.
Representative Morrison says to reference the death of his two kids is proof that whoever sent the note is mentally unstable. He said, "There's no place for language like that when we're trying to discuss adult issues." A similar note was sent to Epping's other representative. Both are Republicans who voted in support of the concealed carry bill earlier this year. While Granite Staters admit that tensions are high on both sides of the gun control debate following the Las Vegas shooting,
People are sick nowadays.
I think people were probably more civilized 100 years ago.
They say there's no excuse for this kind of hatred.
I think it's disgusting. There's nothing wrong with having guns. It's the person behind the gun that's the trouble.
And we did hear that same opinion from almost everyone we spoke with today. Epping police, they tell us that these letters came from the Manchester area, and now the U.S. Postal Service is investigating. Reporting live from Epping, New Hampshire, Catherine Underwood, NBC Boston.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Grandson helps 90-year-old grandmother escape house fire. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
A world filled with technology, Spectrum delivers. With superior HD picture and sound and the fastest internet starting speeds for the price. Plus, Spectrum Voice lets you talk all you want with unlimited nationwide calling. Spectrum TV, internet, and voice. $29.99 per month each.
I don't know what we're going to do now. I really don't.
Burned out of their home. Lois O'Brien is still smiling. Her son and grandson live with her in this old farmhouse on Pine Point Road.
My brother-in-law and nephew have been, taking care of her for years, and she's just loved it.
Her nephew Philip woke up to the smell of smoke.
I just woke up 2 in the morning, the room was filled with smoke, and I noticed a fire on my wall, and I heard my grandmother cough and ran over to her.
He says flames were lapping against all the walls on the second floor. The smoke was overwhelming.
I could only see the top half of my father, only top half of her, and just black smoke filled the house.
He knew he needed to get his 90-year-old grandmother out.
I yelled at my father to get out, and he starts coming upstairs and told him, no, get out.
Investigators have ruled this fire accidental, saying bad wiring in the wall between their 2 bedrooms, right here, is likely to blame. The family now grateful to be alive and thankful Philip acted so quickly.
My mother-in-law will be fine. God, it's terrible. It really is terrible.
I mean, that was really, that was unbelievable when he did that, honestly.
Yeah.
I was scared. And
she has no insurance. So we don't know what we're going to do, actually. We'll just take it one day at a time. But everybody's okay. And that's the main thing.
In Scarborough, Jim Keithley, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Gulf Coast braces for Hurricane Nate, evacuation orders declared. With Hurricane Nate threatening to slam into the Gulf Coast this weekend, state of emergencies have been declared for Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama as government agencies mobilize its resources and declare mandatory and voluntary evacuation orders in advance of a Category 1 storm's arrival. As of Saturday morning, Nate was 345 miles south to southeast of the mouth of Mississippi River, moving north-northwest at 22 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you back here on Sunday evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.